Good morning, everybody. One sec. Okay. This morning, it's just me and you guys, whoever shows up. How's everybody doing? Yesterday was the second International Being You Day, which was kind of exciting that there's a national holiday or international holiday based on being you. And there was a live video, I guess, from Dane. And you can probably find it on YouTube. Should be easy to find. Being You Day 2022. And he talks about being you and the places where we stop being ourselves, and then how you can be more of you, and how being you actually opens up all these possibilities. And, you know, over the years with Access Consciousness, it's like you uncover more and more of what is you, but what if you weren't this definable thing, this one way? What if every day is the creation of who you be? And what would you really like to be and create? Hi, Cindy. You know, the Zoom is a little bit delayed. So if I respond a little late, it's because technology is kind of weird. But thank you for joining. Yeah, so what, like, when you wake up every day, everything from yesterday and before doesn't necessarily have to carry over. You can create yourself completely different. And I've been playing with this a lot more, with a lot more presence, I guess, recently, and playing with changing my body and changing my business and changing all kinds of things, changing the way I show up. If you notice in all these videos, I probably look different in every single one every week. And, you know, how fun is that? And what if trying to be consistent isn't what's right? What if this continual exploration of what is possible for you to be and play with and explore is more fun and gives you more energy and helps you create your day with more joy? It's just a question. You know, you can also try to be the same every day. I did a podcast the other day with a friend, and we were talking about jewelry and gemstones and the energetic qualities, and did gemstone readings for the ladies that joined. And one of the things that I was sharing is that a lot of people will wear the same jewelry every day, like the same pair of earrings. They never take them out. They never change it. Or they wear this simple chain necklace and they never take it off. And to me, jewelry adds to your body this energy, and it's like food. And so I said, you know, would you eat the same food every single day for all your meals? Would you want oatmeal every single day? Would you want lobster every single day? Like, we have different tastes, desires, wants, needs every day, and so does our body. And what if every day when you got dressed, you actually asked your body what it would like to wear? So today it was funny because I had a little bit of a hard time getting dressed because I was like, oh, maybe I'll wear this. But that was me picking it out and not my body. And I put the thing on and I was like, it didn't feel good, didn't feel fun. And I tried on something else. And then it ended up that I guess my body really wanted some pyrite. I'm wearing this pyrite necklace and this pyrite with a little bit of diamonds. This says peace. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, it's backwards. Oh no, there. It was just upside down. And to me, I really feel the contribution of gemstones, but also clothing and, certain pillows and sheets and things. My body really enjoys luxury, soft textures, and comfort in that way. Not comfort in the way of not stretching out of your comfort zone, but like, I don't know, the comfort of wealth and opulence. And hi, everybody joining. And if you've ever tried on really, really, really expensive things, just go to a department store and try on a fur coat or try on some silk thing that's, thousands of dollars, your body will show you a different energy than, when you wear just normal t-shirt, whatever. And not saying that either one is right or wrong, but just getting the awareness of what energies your body actually enjoys and paying attention to that and gifting that when it's possible or when you'd like to. If anybody has questions or comments or anything, please pop it in the chat so I can have a conversation, because I don't have a guest today, so you all are my guest. Yes, Danielle says it's the same with bed covers. It's so true. Like I've been indulging in, 800 thread count sheets or 1,000 thread count sheets for many years. And it's funny when I go to a hotel, if they don't have really nice sheets, it's like my body doesn't really enjoy it. And one of the things that I've been adding in recently, maybe you guys have heard of this stuff, is a grounding mat. I don't know if you've heard of that, but there's all this electrical energy going on all the time. I mean, this is how airwaves, TV, radio, and all of that moves through the air, and we pick it up. Our bodies pick it up because we're aware. And with a lot of that electrical activity and not connecting with the earth, we get this static, kind of like your computer gets static. And so there are these mats and all kinds of things that can ground you when you're indoors. I mean, when you're outdoors, you can just put your feet on the earth or put your hands on a tree or something, and you can instantly feel the electricity in your body dissipating and becoming calmer. So anyway, I have this grounding sheet that I put in my bed, and it's not that soft. It's not as soft as my sheets. And while I really like the effects of the grounding, it's funny, I've been playing with it. Like I just have it down by my feet. And rather than putting my feet on top of it, because I can feel the difference, and it's like my heels are rubbing into this like not soft material. Last night, I put my feet under it, and so it was just like over the tops of my toes. So I didn't really notice it as much. It's funny how I'm turning into the princess and the pea. With this isn't comfortable, this isn't soft, I don't want to wear it, I don't want to use it. anyway, the grounding mat has helped me. When I wake up in the morning, I realize that I feel different. My body feels different. I don't know about you guys, but I don't spend a lot of time barefoot on the earth. I know that I should, but I don't. And the grounding mat really helped. It supposedly reduces inflammation and other kinds of things, but I don't know if I have inflammation or not. I just noticed that when I wake up and I walk across the floor in the morning, I used to have this sort of tenderness to the bottom of my feet. And it was like, wow, what is this? Is it just from getting older? Who knows? But when I use the grounding mat, I don't have that. It takes away that feeling of oversensitivity or something. So something is changing. Yes, barefoot is lovely. It's funny, I have this park over here outside of my house, and there are these trees that I don't know what kind they are, but they have these seed pod things that are total spiky balls, and they're everywhere all the time. When, different times of the year, they're like fresh seed pods, and then other times of the year they're dried out seed pods, but they're very spiky. And so if you're walking, they're everywhere. You step on them, they're very uncomfortable. So it's like, it's not an invitation to walk barefoot in the park, at least right here. I do walk barefoot on the beach a lot. And the other day I went to the beach and walked a few miles. It was just beautiful. And I remember sitting on the ground and just putting my hands on the sand next to me and just really feeling my energy go down into the earth and spread across the earth's surface. And I just asked for and imagined it going all the way around the entire planet and through the planet and just being really connected. And it was super awesome. Maybe I'll play with that in my expanding exercise today in the other group. Anyway, grounding mats. Yeah, there's a video on YouTube called Grounding, or the Grounding Movie, or something like that. And it's got all kinds of information about how the guy created it and, the different things that it's helped people with. So check it out. It's cool. And I even have one for my desk. You can put it on the floor, but you can also, I have it on my desk and I put my hands on it a lot, and it just feels good. It's like you get that little tingle feeling of just clearing the charge, I guess. Like if you've ever, when you go into nature, it just automatically occurs, this like relaxation, and you get more spacious. So it's kind of nice to have that in your home. There was something else I was going to say, but my mind is just going totally blank. Oh, right. It's like bars too. When you run your bars, it does the same thing. It clears all the electrical charge of the positive and negative charge that we put on all of our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And it allows your being to expand, and you just become this spacious, present being instead of confined by the electrical charge of what's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad. And so if you if you don't have somebody to trade bars with, I do this a lot. When I'm lying in bed, I'll just lie back on the pillow and put my thumbs in the implant band and my fingers on aging toaster, and just lie there and listen to classes or podcast or something. And it's just really nice. If you don't know the bars, go check out a class. They're all over the world all the time. And if you've taken a bars class, but it's been years, take another one. I've been noticing that when I review the information, besides the fact that everything changes and all the manuals change and all of that, and it's updated with new, faster information and clearings, it's like everything that you learned the first or second time that you heard of this was coming through all of your screens of judgment or of it's like that you think that you were supposed to be, but not who you really are. So reviewing it, you hear these totally different things that open up universes of awareness for yourself. Really incredible. And that's one of the gifts of facilitating these classes is I get to review it while I am sharing the tools. So I love it. Bethel ran her own bars. That's cool. Sorry, my nose is running today. Maybe there's pollen in the air. So I think it was last week, I attended an intermediate Talk to the Entities class online, and it was at 5 a.m. for me. And I don't know if I talked about this on the last coffee talk or not. Can't remember. But I remember, being in the class live online. And then the next day I listened to it again in the afternoon. And it was like a completely different class. It was like, wait, did they say that before? There were so many things that I didn't hear. And the few things that maybe annoyed me the first time going through, like there was some feedback and, birds chirping and loud noises and stuff. And I just remember being annoyed at that. So I missed the actual facilitation that was going on. So there's so many things that we miss because of our points of view. But then when you clear your points of view and you listen again, you get greater and greater awareness. There's so much depth to these tools. What would it be like for you to review the foundational tools and see how it would add to your life and see how it could change whatever it is that's not changing for you? I'm constantly looking at what else I can change and what would it take to have a life of total ease, joy, and glory. And it's not to negate the ease and joy and glory that I currently have, but I know that there's more. And if we stop asking, if we're like, oh, I'm good, then you don't get to receive more. You don't actually have that possibility until you're willing to ask for more. So, what have you decided is good enough that keeps you from having even greater? And let's run the access clearing statement. Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. Because it's usually the things that we think we have right that limit us more than the things we think are wrong. Those we want to change. But the things that we think we have right, we're like, oh, I'm good. I'm right here. But how does it get better? And what else is possible? And how much more could you have? So all the points of view that you're defending or avoiding that keeps greater from showing up, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. Oops. Where have we decided that wanting more or having greater is bad? Were you called greedy guts when you were a kid? Were you told that you weren't grateful if you wanted more? And what if that's not true? What if that's not true? So anywhere we've made wanting more wrong, let's destroy and uncreate that. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. So last night, after being U Day and spending time with friends and running bars, we had a really beautiful meal and cocktails, kind of early afternoon. I got to bed kind of late, and I don't know, I just couldn't sleep. I was a little bit in my head, and that's always surprising to me when I'm in my head. And it's like, wow, none of my tools are working here. What's going on? What am I aware of? And so I just ran my bars for a little while and listened to a podcast, and was really getting, how aware we really are. It sort of never stops the transmission that people are being. If you're aware, you may be aware of somebody on the other side of the globe. And so at night, it tends to be quieter in your neighborhood, but how much are you aware of things going on way across the world? And so what if expanding and being interesting point of view about it all, and relaxing and using that time to ask questions instead of thinking that it was wrong. I just remember saying to myself, wow, there's a lot going on in my head. This is interesting. Instead of getting frustrated or upset, it was like, this is happening. Okay. And where can I put my energy now? And what else is possible? So this journey to consciousness and greater and possibilities is not always perfect and easy and, peaceful. There's all kinds of stuff that comes up all the time. And it's like, what are you going to choose? Are you going to keep going? And last night, whatever I was listening to, there was something saying, don't back away from the discomfort, run through it, go through it, because just on the other side is this greater amount of peace and space and ease. And it's like the waves, they're the waves of the ocean. They're always going to be more waves. So there's always going to be more things that are, quote, uncomfortable. But what if that is just, I don't know, trying to scare us back into staying in our comfort zone and not becoming greater? There's this, for me, there's this knowing that there is greater beyond whatever that is. And maybe that's just part of the matrix, trying to trick you to stay small. And if you go head on into the discomfort, barriers down, being curious, what else is possible, all of these other things open up. And you get to this space, peace, and ease. It's like, it's mind-blowing. Just perceive it. Perceive the difference of when you do that and when you shrink back into comfort zone. And it's okay to shrink back into comfort zone. Every day, every moment, it's a choice. And you can choose to move beyond, and you can choose to just stay comfortable. And it's okay. When you feel like you got your strength and you're like, I'm going to go for it, then go for it. What if nothing that you're choosing is ever wrong? Well, this was an interesting coffee talk conversation. I hope that it sparks some curiosity for you. And I encourage you to review all of this stuff. Go take another bars class, take the foundation again. You will hear it through new awareness with less veils or blinders every time. And try a different facilitator. Everybody goes to the same thing over and over and over again, but what if you choose somebody else? What new information could you hear that would unlock possibilities for you that you can't imagine? So go to the Access website, find a facilitator that sparks something for you, that makes you feel, oh, I want to know what they know. And find out how much more of you can show up. Okay, it's time to go to my other group, Finding Your Sparkle, and do the expanding exercise. So I hope this was fun. It's kind of weird just talking by myself. I know you guys are there, so thank you. Probably have another guest next week. We shall see. Have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and sparkle more. Bye.